Maybe not. There we go. 91. That's not bad. Okay. Hi guys, back for another pregnancy update for you. So I do have quite a bit to tell you at this point. Weeks 20 through 24 were pretty uneventful. Aside from baby girl moving around a lot, I mean, she seems to have a lot of stretching and like purposeful movements in there, and it's definitely a weird feeling, but it's like, wow, she is real, she is big, she is a baby, she's a human, she is alive. I mean, she's letting me know that she's in there. I love it. But the past week, I've actually had some stuff happen, and I finally feel like I have enough to make a video about. Not just the same boring, I'm craving this, and just not so interesting stuff. So I'm going to entitle this video 26 week pregnancy update, and show you what my belly looks like. It has grown, even though it's grown and I feel like it is really big. I keep getting, "You're so small" comments, which I got a lot of when I was pregnant with Jake Jr. too. And I understand that people are just saying like, I'm a small person, so I guess they expect you to grow everywhere. And I'm just really all belly. My butt's gotten a little bit bigger, but I'm really just all belly. So I don't know why, but the "you're so small" comment is really annoying. If you are going to say something to someone about the size of their belly, just say, "Wow, what a perfect belly." There's your advice of the day. So we had our first appointment at the Naval Hospital on base, and I must say everyone was so nice there. I was worried about having to wait, and I was worried about the quality. I'm sorry, I just didn't know what to expect, but let me just say they were wonderful. And it's so different being seen by men in uniform, like in a doctor's office setting. You know, normally you think of an OB practice or whatever at our prenatal appointments as being, I don't even know the word for it, but men in uniform was not what I was expecting. But it was awesome. It was such a good experience. I cannot say how great of an experience it was. It was really awesome. So we went to that appointment just a couple of days ago, and I saw a male doctor. It's a naval hospital, so I'm guessing he's in the Navy. He was probably around, maybe in his late 40s, early 50s. He has children. He just had really good bedside manner. At that appointment, I found out that I am 117.7 pounds, so I've gained about 10 pounds so far this whole pregnancy, which I think is pretty good. It's less than what I had gained with Jake Jr., but I don't think that I'm going to gain quite as much this go round. I just don't seem to be retaining as much water as I did with Jake Jr. I was swollen everywhere with Jake Jr. when I was pregnant before. So he was very thorough. He went over, he did his whole spiel on VBACs, and he said that he actually would prefer not to have to cut me a second time, and he supports my endeavors to have a trial of labor and explain to me what that is. And you know, he was like, if we can just let everything happen the way that it should, that would be great, which was music to my ears, not fighting me on what I wanted right off bat. That was awesome. And he held Jake Jr. and let Jake Jr. do the measurements of my belly. It was so sweet. I almost cried. It was one of those moments where so much emotion happening at once, and I was just so overwhelmed in that moment. I didn't cry, I kept it together, but It was amazing. It was so awesome. And Jake Jr. just ate it up. He thought that he was just so important, and it was so cute. And yes, we heard the baby's heartbeat too. It was in the 160s, so awesome there. My measurement was right on track at 26 weeks. And yeah, then we talked about the glucose test. I did the gestational diabetes glucose test when I was pregnant with Jake Jr. I didn't do any research into it at all, and I should have. I was sick that whole day after drinking the drink. The drink tasted fine to me. I liked the taste. I know some people say that it doesn't taste good. I think it tastes fine. I drank the orange one, so it's like an orange soda. And I passed the test, but I was literally sick the rest of the day. I think I was nauseous, had a headache, couldn't do anything, whatever. So this go around, after a little bit of research into it, I decided I just didn't want to do that testing. I didn't want to put the ingredients that are in it in my body, because if you eat something and it makes you feel bad, it's probably not good for you. So I'm going to leave that up to any of you pregnant mamas who need to make that decision. Just look into what is in it and what happens if you are positive for gestational diabetes. Because I eat a diet that is pretty clean. I very, very rarely take in processed sugar. So long story short, the diet that I'm on, that I have myself on, is the diet that they would put you on if you have gestational diabetes. So I'm not really, I'm not going to gain anything aside from knowing that I have gestational diabetes and knowing that there could be a potential problem. But as far as actions to be taken, I'm on the diet pretty much already, but I guess it would be a little bit more strict. Anyways, I did ask to opt out of that, and the doctor didn't give me any flack. He just said, okay, the alternative is checking your sugars for 2 weeks, just so that I know that we're not missing anything. And I was fine with that. I mean, yeah, I don't really want to be pricking myself 4 times a day for 2 weeks. I don't know how diabetics do it. I feel for you, because I've been doing it I'm on day 2, and I'm like, I'm gonna have scars. So I really do. My heart goes out to diabetics who have to prick themselves multiple times a day, every single day, with no end in sight. That is, I respect you. But I did decide to do that, and I've been keeping track of those sugars, and I have to do that for 2 weeks. And so far my levels are perfect. I mean, perfect. I'm going to insert a clip of me actually checking my sugars, but I have my glucometer and the Lancet device, both of these. Also a simple process. The doctor wrote up the prescription. I didn't have to go to, Walgreens or pay for anything. TRICARE handled everything, I guess. I mean, I just went to their little pharmacy that they have in the hospital, picked these up, no questions asked. Super smooth, simple process. I can't even tell you how happy I am and relieved I am that things are going smoothly with the Naval Hospital so far. Also happy that my sugars are perfect and I don't have gestational diabetes or anything else to worry about. That was good for me to know. That is how our appointment went. We have another appointment in about a month, and at that point we will be 30 weeks, right? Yeah, 30 weeks, because I'm 26 weeks and 3 days today. Moving on, I went ahead and took off my wedding rings. I put them on a necklace. I think what I'm going to do is, I found a shell at the beach that has a little hole at the tip. I think I'm going to make a necklace and put my rings beside it. I'm going to make sure that the shells won't chip, that the shell won't chip my rings, but I thought that would be really cute. And I hated not having my rings with me when I was pregnant with Jake Jr. and I waited too long to take them off, and I had to do the fishing line technique to get the rings off the last pregnancy. So I went ahead and took them off because I've started swelling a little bit and I don't want to wait until it is painful to get them off. So took the rings off, which is a big deal for me. I love my rings. I bought 9 shirts off of a Facebook group site, 9 maternity shirts for $20. So if you're like me and do not like having to go out and buy brand new clothes for what you might consider to be overpriced amounts, check out your local Facebook yard sale sites, mommy sites, baby sites, or groups, I should say. And I mean, you'll be amazed what you can find. This was one of the shirts that I got. So I got tank tops in 4 different colors. I also got 3 or 4 Old Navy maternity t-shirts in different colors and a black dress shirt. So 9 shirts for 20 bucks. Can't beat it. Super happy. I've pretty much got my maternity wardrobe that I will be using for the rest of the pregnancy and postpartum. So happy about that. I have gas coming out of both ends. I also have acid reflux. Some people have heartburn. I always have acid reflux and it's really gross and constant, I feel like. Yes, it's more so if I eat certain things, but I'm not gonna not eat what I love. So I know I've said it before, but baby girl has some strong movements. I mean, she feels like she is full term with how she moves. It's almost like I can feel like fingers so close to my skin. It's just so weird. And toes, and like, it's so weird to have a baby, to have a human inside you moving around and you can feel the parts of them that are moving. For the most part, my emotions are still in check. I'm really happy about that. Maybe it's because I am eating healthy. Maybe it's because I have Jake Jr. to be preoccupied with, but I'm really surprised because the last pregnancy I had a lot of emotional imbalance and it's a fog too, where you feel like you can't see outside of it. I mean, it's like a depression, except you're not really depressed, you are emotional. You're just like, well, you're just crying for not a good reason. But I will say right now, emotions are in check. My boobs are bigger. I can tell that they are bigger. And everything feels fuller in my bra. So that's one thing that has changed. This is going to be TMI, but I do want to include every possible symptom that you can have when you're pregnant, just in case you're watching this ahead of time to say, okay, what can I be expecting? So TMI, discharge, a lot of discharge. You're welcome. I don't want to go into detail, but it is similar to ovulation, but also like pee. It's weird. It's kind of a mixture. I know that's a lot and gross, but you know what? That's just part of pregnancy. Some days I even put on a panty liner just because ugh, it's gross. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my belly. I don't know where to measure either. Measure here. that looks like. Looks like 34 and a half. Right there. Yeah, 34 and a half. Okay, that was my pregnancy update. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Alright, I already did it once this morning. I have to do it again. I'm not excited about, I don't like pricking myself at all. Not excited about it. Hang on, mommy has to prick her finger and check her blood. Well, blood glucose. That'll be fun. Okay, so I've got my strip, and I'm going to not, ooh. What's this? Okay. Okay, here we go. And 1, 2, ah. I don't want to have to prick myself again. You better bleed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to prick myself again. Woo! Maybe not. There we go. Yay!
Yay!
Yay. 91. That's not bad. Okay. 91. See? See? Mama's sugars aren't bad at all. Okay. I get like a little anxious whenever I have to do that.